happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, guys, definitely gonna want to check this one out as we're witnessing what seems to be like that crooked Liz Cheney attempting to run for the hills, but not so fast. Looks like we got brand new evidence that could potentially be bringing down the entire house in this newest update, guys. I'm excited to get into it, so hop straight into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it, guys. Check this one out.
Disaster. And here's what they do, Benny. They use like the disaster. They put $100 billion in there. We don't know how much they need. So we're going to give Biden $100 billion to play with for 30 days. And we know they haven't followed the rules in the past. They've given that money to illegals. They gave $1 billion to illegals for whatever, so they can do their illegal stuff, obviously, and stay away from the law. And we're going to give them $100 billion, and they're going to say, "Oh, but you're going to vote against relief." I mean, I got people up there still living in tents, not in my district, but in East Tennessee. These are Tennesseans and North Carolinians. And FEMA is just we need to do away with FEMA. We need to figure out a system. We can just send it to folks like Samaritan's Purse and Mountain Strong and some of these other groups that actually do something, that were on the ground, not some guy in a FEMA hat that's playing God with people's lives. Just go down the line. We're going to inform consumers about smart device acts. It requires cell phone manufacturers to disclose if a phone has a camera and microphone covered by phone insurance. If that stuff's so important, I don't doubt that it isn't important. Mosquito abatement. If that stuff's important, dadgummit, let it stand on its own. We need individual spending bills like we do in Tennessee. It's not sexy, and every dadgum one of these jokers up here would have to get up every day and go to that hill and defend that bill. I have no problem doing that with my legislation every day. And they'll tell you, "Bertie, we're going to be here all night." Well, dadgummit, y'all pay us $174,000 a year. Let's earn it. Make these jokers earn it. Let's pass that. Let's get those kind of things in there that we can do those things. But that's what we do in Tennessee. That's why you don't see a lot of nonsense. That's why you see a balanced budget. You see an A rating with the bonding agencies. We have about zero debt in Tennessee, literally.
100%. Times are changing. Excuse me. I feel like the nation, we voted for this. We voted for transparency. This is the first time we've seen our country, the folks just so laser focused on government spending, seeing where our taxpayer dollars are truly going, and the government actually giving us full transparency or working towards. We've got, Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy, tasked to lead the Department of Government Efficiency. And I just feel like it's night and day.
I want you to be able to buy as many skateboards as you want, but you don't deserve a pay raise.
I make my own skateboards, dude, out of bamboo. But I sleep on my couch over here in my office. I got a foam rubber thing I pull out. I got a quilt my mama made me before she died, and I got 2 freaking pillows, and I sleep there every night. And they gave us this stipend deal. I don't remember how it worked, but it said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about reporting it. Don't worry about this, that. We're not going to ask you for it." And I was like, my butt's still going to be on that couch every night, because that's the kind of stuff that gets people in trouble. I don't want another headache. I'll suffer the backache, and I'll shower down in the gym, and that's fine. This stuff is just, don't trust us with any more money. Why are y'all doing this? Why does America do this every dadgum time? We run home and say, "Oh, look at Nancy Pelosi. Look at her stock trades. Look how evil she is." And then we say, "Send me back to Washington so I can help stop that." And then they're all off at the country club over here, or going to Kenny Bunkport with the Democrats, hanging out, cutting the deal. And then you and I are just sitting there left holding the bag. And we do this every time. We reelect I play golf with him. I went to church with his cousin. We do this every dadgum time. Start holding us accountable, America. I'm looking forward to it. You want to kick me out? I'm great. I'll go back to the farm and shovel horse manure. Literally, not figuratively like here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a slight at AOC or not. So it's hard to actually frame you. It's hard to frame you with in a hotel room naked as you say. And since you brought it up, let's jump in there. Should Liz Cheney be criminally prosecuted? Is Liz Cheney going to be put under oath? Are Republicans going to get serious about going after those who perpetrated one of the greatest crimes and psyops on the American people and innocent Americans in our movement?
I say we'll kick the can down the road, but if she broke the law, dadgum, she ought to go to jail. If she tampered with witnesses, if she manipulated folks, if she in fact talked to a witness prior to the on a secured type of device to be able to hamper anything in the future, you're dadgum right. You're dadgum right. You know, they
come on now, y'all. Tim Burchett, he calling exactly how it is. She broke these laws. She needs to see the inside of a jail, or at least be tried for a crime. It just simply doesn't make sense. She doesn't get to skate. And you got to try these folks on the committee as well. Can't let everyone skate. Come on, y'all.
Right. You're dadgum right. You know, they're making it gospel, this investigation of Matt Gaetz, and the Justice Department they threw it out. They said the witnesses, they weren't valid, and yet we're saying that's the gospel. And now the left's raising Cain that we even question the fact that we want to question Liz Cheney on something that was the most politicized garbage. Look, I was the very last member of Congress to leave the House floor. Mark Wayne Mueller went out, and I followed him. And I volunteered to them I would love to come speak about what I saw. And I realized they didn't want to talk about what happened. They wanted to talk about the politics of it, involvement. They didn't allow the former speakers choices. They didn't want Jim Jordan on there. They didn't want others. But they had to pick theirs, which is not the rules of 200 plus years of Congress. And it just went down that pike. And that's what they did. And the final version of America's tired of that. They don't want to hear any more from those idiots.
And he's definitely right. America has spoke up and said we're definitely tired of, hearing their version of the story, hearing the twist, the spin. It's not just up there on Capitol. It's not just with, Liz Cheney and folks like it's with all these, legacy media outlets that have been coming after Donald Trump, time in, time out. They're singing one tune when in reality there's a whole completely different thing going on, folks. Americans are just simply tired of being lied to, being gaslit, and told the opposite of the truth.
And the final version of America's tired of that. They don't want to hear any more from those idiots.
Come on now.
The final version, I think more people were watching a rerun on the Cartoon Network of SpongeBob SquarePants and watch that miserable clown show.
We have the texts right here. I mean, you say if there's evidence. I mean, there's evidence. Will Liz Cheney? This is Liz Cheney her communications with Cassidy Hutchinson behind Cassidy Hutchinson's lawyer's back. In fact, Cassidy Hutchinson sent screenshots of her privileged communications with her lawyer. And this is Liz Cheney, obviously, with I'm not. This is inside of the report. These are completely authenticated and released by Barry Loudermilk.
Yeah.
I mean, should Liz Cheney be called in and put under oath in front of Congress and have to defend this?
Barry Loudermilk tells me it's going to snow in the middle of August. I'm headed down to Mayo's in Knoxville buying a new sled. Barry Loudermilk's a good dude. He's solid, and he's not much of a first baseman, I don't think, but on the baseball team, but that's for another discussion. No, he's actually better than I am. Everybody's better than I am. That's how I went to third string. He hurt his hamstring and had to leave the team, so I got to go ahead. I moved up from fourth to third string.
But Congressman, will Liz Cheney be called in to testify about this?
I'd say it's about a 50-50 shot.
Wow.
She better.
Yo, there we have it, guys. That one coming from our friend Benny Johnson. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below. Those who want to go over there, check that entire thing out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Benny Johnson tons of love, tons of support. He's a great dude. Oh my goodness, guys. There we have it. Coming from our Congressman Tim Burchett. And he's saying that it's a 50-50 shot. I mean, come on, you guys. She needs to be tried along with all these folks on the committee. It just does not make sense. Got it right here in black and white. Witness blatant and obvious witness tampering. is what we can get from this. I don't know what else you can draw a conclusion of her, behind the back of her attorney, Cassidy Hutchinson. Liz Cheney is reaching out with the assistance of the View host, Alyssa Farrah Griffin is being the middleman, the wingman in this whole situation. I don't see any other way of it but for all these folks to be brought up on charges. But then again, that is just my thoughts, my line of reasoning. It may be off. I don't know, guys. Hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. What are you to make of all of this? Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next one. We